Briefing Elon Musk Quick Look, April 4, 2026. Rising antagonism in AI. According to Axios, several AI industry leaders are uniting to oppose or pressure Elon Musk. This suggests that controversies surrounding his AI technology, industrial roadmap, or related influence are spilling over into the broader industry. SpaceX pushes for IPO, market eyes $1 trillion narrative. Al Jazeera reports that SpaceX has filed IPO-related documents, a move seen as potentially opening the door for Musk to become the world's first trillionaire. If successful, this would further solidify his dominance in capital markets and commercial aerospace. Increased workload across multiple fronts. The Verge highlights that Elon Musk is about to get very busy, pointing to an acceleration of multiple projects and issues. Public and media expectations regarding the density of his actions continue to rise. Procedural shift in legal proceedings. CNBC reports that a Delaware judge has reassigned a case involving Musk following allegations of bias. This development ensures continued high scrutiny of the subsequent handling of the litigation. Persistent media focus on public image. Fox News coverage indicates that Musk remains a central figure in mainstream U.S. media, with topics spanning business, technology, and controversy. Overview. Musk's current narrative is defined by a concentrated backlash from the AI industry, the massive valuation potential of a SpaceX IPO, high-intensity activity across multiple ventures, and procedural shifts in his legal battles. Briefing. Tesla updates, April 4, 2026. Market demand shows signs of recovery amid ongoing pressure. Reports indicate that as gas prices drop to the $4 per gallon range, consumer interest in EVs is reigniting, leading to signs of sales growth for Tesla. However, another report notes that Tesla posted one of its worst sales quarters in recent years, suggesting that overall performance has yet to fully turn around despite short-term demand boosts. Safety and incident concerns. Suspected arson at Sydney store. A fire at a Tesla showroom destroyed 3 vehicles. Currently investigated as suspected arson, the incident impacts the brand's physical assets and operational security. Battery fire during charging. A battery-related fire occurred while a vehicle was charging in a garage, Giant Eagle parking area, further highlighting public concern over EV charging safety and emergency response. New model information. 6-seat Model Y gains attention. Tesla has reportedly provided previews of a 6-seat Model Y. While the exterior remains largely unchanged, the focus is on the cabin layout and seating capacity, aimed at attracting families and those with larger passenger needs. Summary. Tesla is currently in a phase where short-term demand is recovering while financial performance remains under pressure. Safety incidents have increased regulatory and public scrutiny, while new model layouts provide potential growth for mid- to long-term competitiveness. SpaceX briefing, April 4, 2026. Quiet filing for a blockbuster IPO. Multiple reports indicate SpaceX has submitted IPO applications. The market is focused on the potential scale. If successful, it could be one of the largest public offerings in history. Analysts advise investors to look beyond the hype and focus on valuation logic, cash flow visibility, launch cadences, and risk disclosures. Pre-IPO exposure via ETFs. For those seeking exposure to SpaceX before it goes public, the XAVR ETF was highlighted as a vehicle for pre-IPO participation. Experts warn that such products depend on underlying asset pricing and liquidity, making them suitable for investors with specific risk tolerances rather than as a direct substitute for holding stock. California launch imminent. A Falcon 9 rocket is scheduled for launch today in California. Observers are encouraged to check official announcements for specific times and viewing restrictions. Tesla-SpaceX merger narrative persists. Prediction markets are currently betting on a potential merger between Tesla and SpaceX. While this reflects market sentiment and probability pricing, it does not represent an official corporate plan. Summary. SpaceX is moving across multiple tracks: capital market progress, IPO filing, trading instruments, pre-IPO ETFs, event-driven milestones, today's launch, and speculative narratives, merger rumors. Briefing Elon Musk and Twitter/X, April 4, 2026. Recent developments regarding X, formerly Twitter, focus on legal setbacks and regulatory risks. Acquisition litigation. Musk faces new legal hurdles regarding his 2022 acquisition. Reuters reports he must face a class action lawsuit over delayed disclosure of his Twitter stake. Bloomberg notes further adverse developments, while a San Francisco jury reportedly found he misled Twitter investors, intensifying negative sentiment regarding his compliance during the deal. Regulatory risk. The EU is reportedly planning sanctions against X for the arbitrary suspension of journalists' accounts, signaling higher compliance costs under international regulatory frameworks. Commercial returns. Media discussion continues to question the $44 billion bet. Despite new monetization models, the investment has yet to yield clear financial returns, leaving the market cautious about long-term sustainability. Conclusion: X faces triple pressure, expanding litigation over investor disclosure, looming EU sanctions, and unproven commercial returns on the initial $44 billion investment. Briefing: Neuralink, April 4, 2026. Neuralink continues to make headlines with breakthroughs in thought control and functional recovery. Giving ALS patients a voice, a patient with ALS was reportedly able to speak again using Neuralink's brainchip technology. This is a major milestone in translating brain signals into communication. Everyday thought control. Another report highlights progress in daily tasks, such as a patient using the chip to navigate complex environments like World of Warcraft, demonstrating the precision of the interface. Technical roadmap. The core focus remains the decoding of neural signals into actionable outputs, turning thoughts directly into actions. Conclusion: the latest reports provide two high-value signals: the restoration of communication for ALS patients and the realization of actionable thought control in practical scenarios. These cases move brain-computer interface (BCI) technology from a concept to a verifiable reality.